relevance in today's context. And today's session is more focused on the introductions and the HUR introductions. And the next weekend onwards, we'll have the formal, sessions starting. So over to you, Dr. Kumar, for your introduction and take us through your sort of a perspective about the HUR as well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kamal, and thank you, team, for your presentation today. And thanks, Kamal, for this opportunity. Also, I would like to say my name is Kumar, and I'm from the south part, which is Kerala. So I'm having almost, I think, 12 years experience in the health economics industries, along with the statistical research kind of works. And so I would like to go directly into the topic, I think, where we are meet today. And I'm so happy to see you guys. I think you explain your interest and about the area of the health economics knowledge you would like to explore. So those kind of things I would like to also uh, tell about the details of HUR knowledge. At the same time, I'm also feel like happy to excite to explore the how we can leverage your knowledge together in HUR along with your current aspects, the what you guys learned and what you guys already experienced with the knowledge of HUR sites. So, with my experience, I would like to say that HUR is a kind of the field of study where we are considering the clinical data. So, particularly, it is connecting with the multiple factors. We can tell easily the HUR is mainly useful for the value of the products. So the value of products, I mean like that mostly it will cover the pharmaceutical industries as of now in global. At the same time, even in India also, as per Kamal word. So India also interested in HUR kind of areas works because so this HUR is a kind of area, as I mentioned, that it's a different way of process where we are trying to implement to show the value of your products. So for showing the value of the products, the HUR is one of the main factors. So to show that, we have to do one kind of process which is called like HTA process. That's why we always, I think, believe that HTA, it's a term of health technology assessments. It's a kind of multidisciplinary process where it's connecting with the HUR concept at the same time, along with the different way of pharmaceutical work also, like in the commercial strategies and market strategies and statistical analysis works. Those all will incorporate in the HUR. That HUR will help to evaluate the value of the products. So once we found the value of the products, that process will consider into HTA agencies like technology assessments, where it will support lots of kind of reimbursements, market access for your products once the value is determined. So particularly in our program, the Glinimines, we are going to connect with the uh, program. You guys, I think the curriculum already, I hope you already covered with your brochures. So where we are going to connect, I think our practical knowledge with our program curriculums and how it could be leverage your current knowledge along with your HUR expectations. I hope, I think through our curriculum, we can at least meet your expectations about the HUR and connecting with the current market strategies, even in not only in India level, at the same time the global level also. So as I mentioned earlier, the HUR it's already elaborated and it's quite variated in the country. I think Europe and US and kind of globe except in India, because India is recently launched HTA India, which is called like HTA India, because each country have a different HTA agencies. So HTA is a called like health technology assessment. It's a multidisciplinary process which is related to social, clinical, and economical kind of works, and where it will support. It can be support for the clinical product. I think the pharmaceutical product decisions making on either it can be reimbursement or it can be a market access. So this is a major word actually where you're using kind of the reimbursement and market access. I showed that I think how we can take a decisions making. So this HUR concept will help a lot to take a decisions making on either reimbursement or it can be a kind of market access. So market access, I mean like that if you have a product and you want to start your business, So by the time you need access. In country wise, we have a different kind of requirements. Hope you would have, I think, learned through your commercial strategy business or kind of any market access business if you are having work in your current companies. So those areas will help to understand about this market access platforms. But particularly the reimbursement scenario will play with the payer sites, like in the healthcare industry sites, where the third party peoples are ready to buy your products and they are going to serve the product to your their patients. So the third party will involve in the business contract. So by the time only we used to call like that's a payers. So how the payers will satisfy to buy the products from your side, at the same time how the payers can sell the products to their patients, because it's not like selling the product like apple or banana we are buying and selling to the purchasers. It's like, I think, where we are dealing with the health. So that's the reason the HUR is one of the major factor to take a decisions making on either reimbursement or kind of market access of your products. So that's the one we are going to majorly cover in your curriculum. At the same time, what kind of components we are going to connect with your HUR products, like in the HUR platform, even in the HUR process. So we can tell in a different way. Sometimes in a corporate, we used to call like HUR evidence also. Like HUR evidence, I mean like that. If you have a clinical trial and if you have a on drug products and for clinical trial results also you have, I hope you already have a vital knowledge about the clinical trials like phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So if the clinical drug is completed the phase 3 results, by the time if you want to launch your product in a particular country, by the time it can give us several issues with the launch series, like in the price definition, like in the price fiction. Also, I think how we can expose the product into the particular country and which country we have to go and which price we would like to take, and the price, I think, will give a profit or will the price will go in the negative side. Also, we have to think about that whether the price will be acceptable to your payers or not. Either it can be a payers or it can be a patients, but mostly we won't directly deal with the patients and the pharmaceutical industry. As I mentioned that the one third party member intermediate person also will involve. So we have to satisfy the payers also through your price, through your products value, through your products clinical evidence. So these all evidence we will collaborate together, and the overall name we will always keep like a HUR evidence. That's why I used to mention that health economics outcomes research. So the outcomes whatever we are getting from our drug, that we are going to keep as a bunch of evidence, and the research also we will do. That is part will come under kind of either literature review, systematic literature review, target experts opinion, physicians opinion, and clinical experts advice. So those all will collaborate in another evidence. So these all evidence, the bunch of evidence we will collaborate, and that will be incorporate with your HTA process. Based on that only the payers can take a decisions making. This is called like evidence based decisions making, which is your one of curriculums, I think, we are going to connect in your upcoming weeks. So the HUR and the evidence based decisions making is a major part. So how we can categorize the evidence based decisions making? We have a different kind of categories to take a decisions making, because if you're going to purchase either one or two products, by the time you always have a different kind of mentality, like either you can check online price or you can check your nearest shop price. Likewise, you will do multiple prices, multiple checks before we enter into the purchase. So likewise here also, before we provide the evidence for the decisions making, so that evidence will be generated with the different kind of factors. So those factor also we will connect in your curriculum. In terms of the curriculum, I would like to mention the different factors like cost effectiveness analysis, one of the major tool we can tell, are also one of the major impact in HUR decisions making. So the cost effectiveness analysis, cost benefit analysis, and cost utility analysis. So these three parts are pharmacoeconomic evaluations, we used to call in a global term word, but particularly it will help a lot in the HUR evidence scenarios. Like one of the main scenario, main tool we can tell in the HUR evidence, like a cost effectiveness analysis. So what's the meaning of cost effectiveness analysis? So how it will support and how we can leverage the cost effectiveness analysis in terms of pharmaceutical industry. So those kind of areas only we are going to cover in your another part of curriculums. And particularly, I would like to say this. So this is the part I'm going to involve more in the practical work, like kind of Excel way training in the cost effectiveness analysis. At the same time, the cost benefit and the cost utility analysis we will cover with the kind of some major portion, because the cost effectiveness analysis is the kind of major impact to understand about the practical knowledges, how you can and that sorry, that how that will help also your expectation of this overall curriculum. Sorry, I got some interruption. Can you get my voice now?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dr. Kumar. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. So this is the part of, I think, in your curriculum, like HUR and then introduction about the HUR, like, and then how the HUR is supporting in the evidence decision making, and what kind of factors is going to involve in the in the decisions making, like a cost effectiveness analysis, cost benefit analysis, as I mentioned that. Along with that, I will also, I think, happy to introduce that network meta analysis and real world evidence. But the both areas, I think, we will cover more kind of theory parts where it would be helpful to understand in a real scenarios and how it will incorporate. Because while we are studying the practical kind of works in the cost effectiveness analysis Excel platform, by the time we can cover almost these two parts, like in the meta analysis and the real world evidence, how it's supporting in the cost effectiveness analysis, and the same time how it will support for your overall major impact works. So these all areas, I think, we are going to cover in the program curriculum majorly. At the same time, we would like to happy to introduce the other part also, how the HTA also it's supporting in the pharmaceutical industries, like other than the modeling, other than the HUR evidence, how overall the HTA is supporting. Because if we want to get your product reimbursement, the HUR evidence and the same time the modeling what we are doing, the cost effective analysis, not only is helping a lot, the other factor also is supporting to launch your products. So that's way I think we are going to fulfill the HTA process also across global. At the same time, we will give some kind of example in the India also. So in that way, you can understand about that how the HUR products is supporting in the value decisions making. At the same time, how it's supporting to connect the HTA process along with the reimbursement and market access. So this is your overall program curriculum, what we expect to provide you on teaching in the coming weeks, as Kamal mentioned that weekend classes. So in between, if you guys want to like incorporate anything, or you would like to make some kind of other clarity about the particular process, you can reach out us anytime. So hope, I think,